Hey everybody, what is going on? Icy Cat here with some more information for you regarding Rainbow Six Siege. Today we have update 1.3 dropping on PC, so let's dive a little deeper and find out what's included with that next. As we discuss the patch notes, I'm just going to have a little bit of Terrorist Hunt running in the background here. This is some gameplay I whipped together real fast. It's just meant to sort of be something playing in the background. It's not anything that's really great at all by any stretch of the imagination, but you will note that I am using the gold weapon skin and the leopard weapon skin here, and that's to acknowledge the fact that the Safari bundle has unlocked in certain regions of the world today. I think if you're a PC player or over in Europe, you've got access to that. If you're in the North American region, you've got a little bit longer to wait on consoles. That should be coming up pretty soon. I'm not sure why it didn't all open up and unlock all at once, but I did unlock the gold and leopard skins as part of my pre-order bonus, so I'm just going to play this in the background as we talk about the patch notes. If you sign into Siege today, you're going to notice some changes, but depending on what platform you're signing in on, you're going to get some different things. And it's a little confusing, so stick with me as I explain this. Today, January 13th, we're getting version 1.3 updated for the PC, and on January 20th for consoles. The reason for that is first-party certification from Sony and Microsoft takes a week longer, whereas PC is a much faster deployment. Where things can get really confusing, though, is that today is going to be the PC update for version 1.3, but today is going to be the console update for version 1.2 because of that week behind delay. So last week, PC got the 1.2 update. This week, they're getting 1.2 for consoles. So next week, we'll have 1.3 on consoles, and then we should be all caught up. Here's what we can expect to see today, though, regardless of what platform you're on. On Ubisoft's end, the servers are going to implement a few things. They're going to have the server tick rate improvement, which is going to go to 60 frames per second versus the previous 30 across all platforms. This had been tested previously on just the PC, and now they're bringing it over to the other formats. We're also going to see changes to the anti-cheating and banning policy, and what this is previously they had done a 3-day ban for first-time offenders for cheating as a sort of warning. Now they're changing it to a permanent ban across the board. If you're cheating, hacking, anything like that, you're going to get a permanent ban from the game, and that's going to be taking effect immediately today. The last change that's taking effect today is the update for getting out of the game when the defenders are in the preparation phase. They would do this thing where they would go prone and then stand up right as somebody placed a barricade, and it would eject them through that red barrier wall and allow them to go outside and spawn kill the attackers. And they put in a change that allows them on their end to basically allow any defender that does that to be instantly killed. And they're going to implement that first on Xbox One, and then if those changes go smoothly later on, sometime in the evening or night, they're going to enable that for other platforms as well. So hopefully we'll see that exploit being taken care of. Now, in a couple of weeks, we're also going to get Patch Update 2.0. Patch 2.0 is going to be released at the same time as the Season 1 Black Ice DLC on February 2nd. So we're getting the brand new DLC content, we're getting a much bigger, more robust patch. The thing is, with 1.3, it was a bit of a, I don't want to say a stopgap measure necessarily, but it was something, there was more than what could be done in 1.2 that was needed, and then 2.0 is going to take things a step further yet. So they're not able to fix everything in 1.3, but they're also not willing to just let it sit here idly in between because they know there's a lot of things to be fixed. So let's take a look at what some of those things are. In addition to what's been mentioned already, they're going to have a partial fix of Error 41. Error 41 is something that would result in getting connection issues and drops and disconnects from servers. They did a little bit of a partial fix toward this in 1.2. 1.3 is taking things further. It's still being listed as a partial fix, so there may be even more refinement to that coming in future patches like 2.0. They also have a potential full fix of the loading screen freeze, where they have the smoke background and it never kind of gets off of that screen. They say potential, so I would imagine that that's in something of a testing phase, and we'll have to monitor that to see if that change is taking effect. We also have a potential full fix of the failed data synchronization issue. This was something that was beginning to plague the servers over the holidays when the volume of traffic increased and there's a lot of data sync errors. So it sounds like they've put some things in that will hopefully iron all of that out. Additionally, session authentication operation requests are now using the per data center proxy instead of the developer one. Improved error tracking for easier issue identification from Ubisoft's side. So where that's going to come in handy is it will allow them to track problems a lot easier on their side and monitor what's going on. Anything that they can do to follow the issues is going to make for future updates to be that much more robust, as they can really see more of what's going on with the problems. They're also addressing some ranked match connection fixes for PC. There's a lot of PC-specific things here where if the game was closed by pressing X or Alt F4, the players wouldn't be leaving sessions anymore, or not all players would be leaving sessions anymore. Players leaving a ranked match by pressing F10 or Alt F4 will now be receiving reconnect and abandon messages, just so they're aware of that, as well as various smaller connectivity and crash fixes. So overall, 1.3 is not a very robust update. It's just like a lot of little detail things. And again, we're seeing the theme of them sticking with focusing on the server issues, but it also sounds like they're taking pretty seriously the exploit of the defenders exiting, because they know that that's ruining the gameplay experience for a lot of people. So I've got to give them credit for being on top of that. They did not have to do this. This is almost like a bridge patch between the second update, so the mid-month update for January and the update for February. They didn't have to do this. They could have let it sit for a couple of weeks, but they recognized that this problem was too big to ignore for a couple more weeks, and they were on it right away. So that's good to see. Be sure to keep an eye out for our next map walkthrough coming up soon. Additionally, we'll also be providing information on Black Ice as we get closer and find out more details. To stay up to date on all the latest news and information for Siege, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.